Welcome in, guys, and I am back. I am back with the edge rushing class, and today we are back with Dani Dennis Sutton. Dani Dennis Sutton is a defensive end from Penn State, and I'm going to talk about what do I think about him for this. What's my thoughts on him after watching him on tape? So DDS from Penn State. Games I saw DDS on tape were Northwestern, Rutgers, Oregon, FIU, no, Nevada, Michigan State, Clemson, UCLA, Iowa, Indiana, Nebraska. Combine numbers, decent level combine numbers. Like he had in the 40-yard sprint, it was he completed the 40-yard sprint in 4.67. Though I'm not doing a super thing. His sack numbers, like his stats for 2025, 42 tackles, 8.5 sacks per game, 13 tackles in total, and then that was during like Penn State's playoff loss. But again, pretty much he was good though, like for the season, 8 sacks per game. I mean, you look at like Aiden Hutchinson for the Lions, for example, he was putting out like 7.5, 7.6 per game. Now now again, is DDS going to get near those numbers at college? I don't know, but not bad. First thing that you see on tape, again, he's got a great frame for the NFL. He possesses a great size of his size and his frame. He's got the ideal frame for the NFL. He's got a large span that can control blockers and keep them off his chest, and then he can set up a firm edge against the runner. You can just see how he's built for the NFL. Got the perfect frame to be an NFL defender, to be a defensive edge in the NFL. Another thing I liked on his tape was power and explosiveness. He has highly explosive, high explosiveness with a significant lower body push, power, and then he has a strong bull rush, and he can anchor over against the blockers. So again, against blockers. Again, he's got a real good high motor about him. He's got a good high motor about himself. Got a good work ethic, which is really what you need. What you want to see in players is a good work ethic. Very competitive. Can just consistently constantly gain at the weapons down the field. He can track down the ball carriers. Again, run defense. Again, he's solid in the run game. And again, he's able to align himself in multiple positions. So again, one thing you have to be, especially if you're an edge rusher in this league, if you have to be, one thing you have to be if you're a defender in the NFL, you have to be versatile, especially with how the NFL's going, how fast paced the NFL is, and how offense minded it is. That you have to be one that you cannot be in 2026. You cannot be going into a season in the NFL being just one dimensional, because you're going to be heavily exposed. You have to be good at quite a couple of things, and being versatile is crucial, especially with your position on the draft board, of what teams think that you're going to be. Are you going to be a starter? And this guy here, DDS, he's again, he's solid in run support, not the best, but he's a solid hand to have in that position at the run game. But again, he is very versatile. You can put him in multiple defensive systems and schemes and see what you have with him. I just think that's great. Again, he's good at shred blocking and making tackles behind the line of scrimmage. He has great heavy hands, like I've talked about before, and go against both again, with his heavy hands, he can go against the run and the pass. Again, he's again, to some untapped potential there as a pass rusher. I think again, the numbers again, if you look at him, very untapped really potential as a pass rusher. That's something that again you can see on his tape. Like again, if you get DDS, if you can help him improve on his pass rushing side of things, there's a lot of untapped potential you can do with that. Again, like I talked about before, he's very versatile in like with different defensive schemes, so he's not very one-dimensional, which is again that's what like I just said, what you need in this league. And then you really look at like the weaknesses that you could see here. Sometimes his pad level you can see on tape, like his pad level tends to play with a high pad level, and then while he's playing as a high, while he plays with a high pad level, that reduces his leverage and allows blockers to gain more control, and that's something that again kind of you need to kind of work on it, especially again you get away with it at college, but if he's playing with such a high pad level at college, a lot of the blockers, especially in the NFL, you can get away with that a bit at college, but do that at the NFL, you're going to be exposed heavily. Again, pass rush, again, he kind of relies heavily on his speed and power, and then kind of sometimes, he's very versatile, as I said, but he needs to create more of a repertoire beyond just, again, he's more of a bull rush kind of defender, and then he just wants to beat tackles. Again, if he's going up against an elite level offenses, he's not going to get away with that. So again, you need to really just improve your arsenal a bit more in your moveset. But again, there's so much potential that he could be more than just a bull rush defender. You've got to get the best out of him and get the right defensive coordinator that's going to play to his strengths. Sometimes in different scenarios that I've seen on tape where he will struggle to change directions, and then he'll lead sometimes. A lot of times I saw that tremendously where he wouldn't change directions a couple of times, and he struggles to change directions sometimes effectively, and then he would miss the tackle. You could see that a lot, especially like I saw that in the Nebraska game, in the Indiana game, Iowa game, just a few that I really saw. His first step kind of, again, a few more I'm going to talk about with weaknesses, but his first step kind of lacks the suddenness to threaten tackles before they can get to set, and then he has a lot of time. Again, what I've seen on tape, he has a really tight. He tightens his hips too much, and then that limits his ability to bend and flatten around the arc, and then to get to the speed of the offense. And then sometimes his bull rush, like I've been talking about, is too predictable, just kind of mix it up a bit more. Again, misses multiple tackles. His missed tackle numbers are a bit concerning. That's something, again, you need to nip in the bud instantly against the shifty runners in the space. And then he just needs to play better football. Stop giving away too many penalties and clean up your act in the defensive side of things. And you're looking at a guy here that definitely could be a day 2, like day 3 pick. He's only 21. I think he's 22, 20. He's 23 years old. So again, he's not too old where you look at him and going, we haven't got many years left with him. He's 23. He's super young. He's only 24 this year, like I said. There's a lot of potential for him to grow, and I think he is one of those guys you would have maybe day 2, maybe early day 3. But you look at DDS, and he's definitely one of the guys I would definitely be looking at as one of the guys that, I don't know, if he's coached correctly, if you're looking at that as kind of a hidden gem type thing. But definitely for me, late day 2, early day 3 I should pick, just what I think. But ultimately, I do like what I've seen on tape of DDS. If you have seen DDS on tape, tell me and let me know. Hype up the video, and I'll be back soon for another one.